Hi, this is Kathy Olson with her father's daughter stamping. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in northern Michigan. I was here the other day and showed you guys how to make some tags. This was the one that we made together. Well, I'll show them all to you, but this one right here. We made this with the Homemade Sweetness collection using Versamark, and then we used some of the blends. I used some black embossing powder. But now I promised I would show you how to make the box. So here are some of the tags that we made. That one. Happy birthday. I think that's what we made together. We have an online exclusive collection that's coming out to be able to order on March 3rd, I believe. And most of the sets that I've used are in that. So if you go on stampinup.com, you can see there's an icon for online exclusives, and you can take a look at some of those. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you how to make the little box. So basically what I did is I cut a piece of cardstock that is 8 inches by 9 inches. Okay, I made myself a little template right here. So after that, I went in and I cut at, let's do it this way first, 3 3/8. I cut down from here 3 3/8 inches to the 3 1/4 line. That's where I stopped cutting. Okay, so I took my blade up to here, open it up, and then I'm doing the same at the bottom. I'm going to cut from 5 3/4 on this side all the way down. Okay, so then we move this over, and we are going to cut at, is it 3 again? No, I've confused myself because I cut the pieces off. Okay, so from this mark, we've already cut that side off. So we're going to cut approximately, let's see, that is about 5. So this is lined up at the 5 mark. And I am going to cut down, or cut up to the 5 3/4. Okay, then move this up, and I'm going to cut down to 3 1/4 right here. Okay, so now we have these pieces out. We're going to have to turn it around, and then you're going to line this up at 3. You're going to cut down. This is lined up at 3 inches. You're going to cut down to 3 1/4. Okay, lift this up and do the same thing up to 5 3/4. I'm sorry, this one is up to 4 1/2. Okay, so now we have our box cut out. We're going to need to do some, oh, I think I need a new blade, some scoring. So after, there's going to be scored a 1/4 inch on both sides. So I'm going to line that up at the 1/4 inch mark here and score all the way down. Then again on the other side, line that up at the 1/4 inch mark here, score all the way down. Then we're going to need to score in this area. So this is at 3 1/8 right here, 3 1/8. I'm going to score there, and then scoring again at, let's see, 4 5/8. Score here. Once that's done, I can take this piece. I am going to fold all of my score lines in. Maybe burnish them with a bone folder. Okay. here is my template if you want to take a screenshot out of it. It's kind of tricky just when you're cutting into a piece of paper to try to figure out the dimensions, but I'm just going to use my green Tombow glue. Maybe. Let's see. Okay. I do these sides together. These are going to go in a flap. Okay. I'm going to line that up. Line this up. This happened to me last time. For some reason, it's not quite the right length, but I just trimmed that off. Okay. Isn't that strange? Okay, well, I'm just going to cut that off. On my snips, I'm just going to cut this little portion off. Not sure what I did wrong there. Okay, there we go. Then I'm going to put a little glue here. And the other side. And line those up. There we have our cute little box. So I used this and cut some DSP on this designer series paper. And that is, let's see if I can figure this out with my, it's, I would say 2 by 3. About 2 by 3 for front and a back. And then the sides are, let's say 3 by about 1 1/4. So I did 2 for those sides too. So this set is this one's a little bit different. There's the Homemade Sweetness Suite. So the online exclusives launch March 3rd. So here's one set that comes with the bundle. The suite comes with the paper. It's really pretty two-sided. I think I showed that. Some little embellishments, all the die cuts, ribbon, and this looks like an embossing folder, which I'm not even sure what that is. And if you do that bundle, it's $96. The other bundle I wanted to show you, or that would be a suite, is this. This would be great if you're a scrapbooker. It's called the Made with Sweetness bundle, and it comes with these stamps here, and I'm going to show you some of those, and then the Made with Sweetness dies. So let me show you the Made with Sweetness dies. They're amazing. So this would be the Made with Sweetness stamp set. So you'd get all these stamped images, and like I said, these are great for scrapbooking. And then this is the embossing pieces, which I'm going to show you. They're super cute. This would be great. Got a recipe card in there. It'd be great for making somebody a recipe book, maybe a new bride, or who knows. Okay, so here are the stamped or the die cut images. So it has a small, card for separating. This one is not quite. It's about 4 1/8 by 4 1/8. Well, except this little part's cut out. No, I'm sorry, 3 3/4. Okay. Then they have a larger. This one is like 4 1/2 by 6 1/4. Okay, so that's a nice index card separator. You could stamp something there, or you could write something for different categories. And then here are the little pieces. So this is the 2-step die cutting. I used a melon mambo on top and strawberry slush behind, and then that is granny apple green for the stem. This one is blueberry bushel, and the little stem part is granny apple green. I made a lime with lemon lime twist and granny apple green. And then we have an orange with peach pie and timid tiger. I just love the layering that you can make, you know, lemon, lime, orange. And then the lemon is made with, I believe, Daffodil Delight and Lemon Lolly. There's a cute little bee that I stamped. There's a die cut for that, just a little darling duckling in the stripes. The blackberry is blueberry bushel, and then I did Secret Sea granny apple green here. The cherry is, I think I did real red and granny apple green. Maybe that's Poppy Parade, I can't tell. And then this, I'm kind of assuming you could make watermelon. I just added little dots, black dots for the seeds, and I cut the bottom portion out of garden green and then added a little bit of Mossy Meadow blending marker to kind of make the stripes on the watermelon. I'm sure you could make this into cantaloupe or honeydew or something like that with that. Then there's this piece. I have no idea what this is. If you know and want to comment, I'd love to know. I don't know what that's for. So, yeah. So here we go. So with that, oh, and then they have the cute little, there's the butterfly stamps, the ladybug stamps, and there's a die cut for that. So that's all that cuteness. And this is just all, other than stamping the bee, this was just all die cutting, creating the different fruits. So again, online exclusive, available March 3rd. I'm going to lay this here if anybody wants to try to do a screenshot. And then I want to show you our next project. So our next project, I used the Filled with Sweetness stamp set and the 12 by 12 paper to make this cute little box along with 4 note cards. So the box lid just slides off and slides back on. It took me a long time to figure out the dimensions on these two things, but it's working well. And so it's a 3x6 piece of white cardstock that I scored at 3. And then I think I got these little envelopes on Amazon because Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell them anymore, I don't believe. So these are all kind of similar. Homemade for you, thank you. Homemade for you, and thank you. But isn't that a great gift for someone? Just have a cute little note card when you need it. Cute little box. There we go. So we're going to make this box later this week, and I'm going to show you some other stamp sets that I use to make other boxes with some little note cards in them. If you want to order anything from my online store, you can go to kathyolson1.stampinup.net. And then if you have any questions or you want me to send you a catalog, you can go to Her Father's Daughter Stamping at gmail.com. And I would appreciate if you would like and subscribe to my channel. It's all kind of new, and I'm learning as I go. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned later in the week. We will be doing these cute little boxes. Have a good one. Bye-bye.